Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pacer Pit on the campus of the University of South Carolina at Aiken for today's women's soccer matchup featuring the visiting Clayton State Lakers and the USC Aiken Pacers. I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Pacers looking to pick up a win after their previous loss last week, I should say. Clayton State will start things off with the ball, and we are underway here in Aiken, South Carolina. Starting goalkeepers for the match, Valentina Boniuto. And over on the Pacers side of the pitch, Mary Cecil starting off for USC Aiken. Clayton State with a quick throw-in. Brings the ball into the Pacer territory. Quick pass right at the top of the 18 is knocked clear by USC Aiken's defense. Clayton State gets possession of the ball again, sends it to their back line. Rozovic starting off the play. And it's knocked out of touch again. This time Pacers will get the ball. Far side of the pitch. Clayton State coming away with the ball. Isabella Massa. Had it for a moment. Now Pacers have it again in their own corner, and it'll get knocked on out. Deflects off of a Laker. Pacers will throw it in, deep in their own end. Tapped ahead by Trotter. And that one almost stolen away. Knocked out, though, off of the body of another one of the Lakers. I believe that went off of Naima Lucky, number 19, and the ladies in dark blue. Cecil will kick it out of her own net. Not a lot of distance on that kick as Clayton State gets the ball back again. Lucky with the short pass, gets it right back. Lucky, double checked. At midfield, Donnie Rothstein passes it on in as Lakers try to press the attack. Goes off the head into the 18, and the Pacers will get it with Bailey Payne knocking it clear. Throw in right in front of the scoring box. Pacers will play the ball in their own end with Tasha Kwiatkowski. She passes it on over to Jordan Lukmeyer. As Lukmeyer tries to get it clear, it's going to get deflected out of touch into the Pacers stands. A throw in for USC Aiken. Pacers with another throw in right around midfield. Stolen away by Clayton State's Lucky. Lucky gets hit and actually gets screened. And it's knocked out one more time. It'll be Pacer ball. Clayton State pressing the attack one more time. Passed into the 18, knocked out by the Pacer defense. With it now, Marie DeVillers. Cleared it through the 18. That's going to roll to the corner and be a goal kick for USC Aiken.
Hey, Clayton, can we box it in early? Come on. Turn and face. Now, organise.
Cecil's kick ends up back at midfield where Clayton State takes over. A little slip there from Lucky allows Kwiatkowski to take over the ball as the Pacers try to get something going offensively. Into the far corner. Natalie Barbara has it knocked out. And it appears we have a corner kick for Clayton State. Who's going to take it? They're going to give it to DeVillers. Corner kick on its way, headed towards the net, and into the back of the net. Clayton State striking first.
On the header by Naimia Lucky.
Naimia Lucky gets credit with the goal off of the corner kick. Lakers take a 1-0 advantage with 39:01 remaining in the first half. Pacers looking to get the equalizer as they dump it in deep. Charlotte Manella had to hold up to avoid going off sides, and in doing so loses the ball. Clayton State's back line holding it, and it is going to be dumped out by Morozowicz. Lakers pressing the attack again. Cross midfield. Long pass looking to get it to the top of the 18, knocked away by the Pacer D. Julia Hasenitz chased it down, ends up knocking it out, and be goal kick USC Aiken. Cecil's going to direct some traffic, try to get the team set up.
Yes, come on, midfield. Step. Camilla, step. Eva, get up. Get up.
At midfield, the Pacers have it. Clayton State continuing to drive it back into the Pacer end. Lucky with it again. DeVillers passed it off to Hasenitz, who dumps it into the corner. A little bit of a foot race for the ball. Ends up going out, and will be Pacer throw-in. After a momentary stop to deal with some equipment. We'll get started again. Headed out of touch off of the Pacers. So Clayton State taking over with good field position for a throw-in. Driving into the 18 and just going to go out.
Paige, well done.
Paige Clemenson driving in hard towards the net.
Paige, stay high.
Couldn't stay with the ball, however. Lucky fights off Kwiatkowski to get a pass on up for DeVillers. DeVillers takes her shot, and that one deflected wide by the back line of the Pacers. Big defense there from USC Aiken. It will result in a corner kick, though, for the Lakers. We'll see if they can convert. Already scoring one goal off the corner. And they're going to have DeVillers take this kick. Kick on its way. Low off the head of Lucky and knocked clear of the goal by the defense. Pace is able to deny Clayton State on their second corner kick attempt. Still looking for the equalizer, though, down 1-0 with 34:40 remaining in the first. In their own end, ball stolen away. Here come the Lakers again. Good footwork there. Long shot is knocked away by Cecil. Isabel Massa getting a good shot there. Mary Cecil able to get full extension to knock it to the side to make another save. Another corner kick, though, for Clayton State. Kick on its way, and that one is immediately sent flying and well clear of the Pacer net. Lakers, however, getting the ball right back. DeVillers chases it down into the corner, keeps it in play. Pass up for Hassanetz into the 18, not quite cleared out. And now the Pacers get it a little bit further up with the Lakers taking over again. Quick chip pass to Lucky. Lucky has 3 to beat, and she can't beat any of them as the Pacers knock it to the side. Charlotte Manella with it on the far end. Tries to pass it up the middle. Pacers still have it, though, and it's taken right back at midfield by Clayton State. Pia Hogg bringing it up herself. Gets a short pass over to DeVillers. DeVillers. A lot of open space, takes the long shot, and that one just soared maybe an inch over top of the crossbar. Dangerous play there as it almost looked like they had Mary Cecil beat. Lakers caping it in USC Aiken's end, looking for a handball call, but officials will let the play continue. Allie Barbara has it knocked out. Now she'll throw it on in, looking to get it to Lucky. Lucky trying to fight off the Pacer defense. That defense coming in the form of Lutenmeyer. Roll out of touch and all the way in towards the locker rooms. Pacers finally bringing it into the Lakers' territory. Now trying to just hold on to possession. Pass comes to Munson as she brings it up here onto the near end. Kersey gets rid of it immediately. Back to Kwiatkowski now. Lutmeyer. Ace is just trying to play keep away right now, trying to open up a lane to move the ball forward. A lot of pressure here from Clayton State. Kwiatkowski decides to just dump it out of her own end, try to make something happen. And instead, it's Clayton State back the other way. Lots of speed, collision there. Play will continue, no call. As the Pacers dump it out again. Paige Clemenson down on the play, slow to get up. Hogg managed to get a pass up to Lucky. Kept in play by Massa. Massa elects to pass it. Now it's being brought up by Clemenson. Clemenson into the 18, threads a pass. Here's the shot. Blocked initially. Rebound is knocked on out of touch. It will be corner kick, Clayton State. Elected to just pass it off the corner, trying to drive on in. It's knocked out off the feet of Hogg. It will be another corner kick, though, for Clayton State. Well, the initial plan didn't work. The Lakers will try something else. Corner kick low and fast. Stopped by the Pacer defense and cleared out. And now Clayton State will get a chance to sub.
Substituting in for the Lakers is number 7, Valeria Gasca.
Valeria Gasca coming into the match. She will take the place of Paige Clemenson. Throw in here from Hogg. Lucky picking up the ball. Tries to tap it into the corner. It's met, though, by Kersey of the Pacers and sent right back out. Clayton State will play it in their back end. Knocked up by Danny Rutstein. Lakers continuing winning the battle of possession as they put it into the 18. Another opportunity for Clayton State here. Cross pass, broken up by the Pacers, loose ball, and cleared out by Tasha Kwiatkowski. Kept in by Hogg, however, and the Pacer defense will send it right back out of touch towards their own bench. 27 and a quarter left to play in the first. Still 1-0 Clayton State. Long cross pass here, gets into the 18 off the head of the defense. Still is loose. Clayton State can't quite come up with it cleanly, but they're able to keep the ball in play here. Up for Bailey Payne now, the Pacers. Payne turns on the Jets, moves it forward. Her pass intercepted, though, by Ida Ditzlevson. Hogg looking for an open lane, passed a little too hard as it rolls on out of touch. Pacer ball in front of their own bench. Quick throw in here to Lucky. Lucky gets around one, has one to beat, makes a side step, looks to get it across, but ends up just knocking it out. And it will be goal kick USC Aiken. Three-person collision there as the Lakers come away with the ball. A little bit of a soft chip shot all the way to the net. Cecil making an easy save. Senetz's shot, not a whole lot behind it, making for the easy save. Cecil kicking into the wind now. Pacers will try to take over. Pass up for Payne. Has to come back to meet it a little bit. Now she's going to try to get around the defense. Loses the ball, though. Can Kersey keep it in? No, she can't. As it's brought back quickly the other way by Hasenetz. Hasenetz getting screened. A little pushing and shoving going on as Kwiatkowski knocks it out. Ooh, nice movement there by Hogg as she gets around the defense. Has an open lane. Passed into the 18. Popped high into the air. Not quite out. Still kept in the Pacer 18. Battle for the ball and deep inside their own end. And now the Pacers able to get a little bit of breathing room. Kersey with the ball now. Tries to get it up to Payne. Wynn takes the pass a little bit as Payne has to come back to meet it. Another substitution coming up here.
Leading in for the Lakers is number 15, Rhea Henry.
Rhea Henry is going to come into the match for Clayton State as she takes over for Lucky. Lucky has scored the only goal so far of the match, taking a well-deserved breather with 23 remaining. Pacers having a hard time keeping the ball out of their own end as Clayton State's pressure has been absolutely brutal. Ball into the 18, headed in the direction of the net, but well wide. And now the USC Aiken will make a pair of subs. Number 23, Ali Samaha, and number 28, Caroline Zarnecki will come into the match. Kersey and Manila will head to the bench.
Number 3, Tegan Kersey, and number 11, Charlotte Manila.
These will kick up to the circle. Kept into USC Aiken's end, driven into the 18. Cecil comes out to meet it a little bit and gets some breathing room again. Zarnecki cutting off the ball, knocking it out into the corner. It will be a throw-in for Clayton State. From the corner. Pacers trying to get it out a little bit. Maybe pick up a few extra feet of space. It's thrown right back in towards the 18. In towards the net, knocked out a touch, and corner kick, Clayton State. DeVillers will take the corner kick again. Low corner kick towards the net, and on top of the net will be a goal kick for USC Aiken. Trotter ends up getting tripped up trying to chase after the ball. Foul will be called on Clayton State, so free kick for USC Aiken. About maybe 10 yards inside their own end. Good low kick there from Trotter. Gets through everybody and meets the back line of Clayton State. Rivera's pass gets broken up by the Laker defense. And we'll get a throw in here from midfield.
Hey, we still shift. We still stay as a unit. Come on. Valeria, get across.
Slow pass for Payne. Ooh, nice little job there by Bailey Payne. Cutting off the play and picking up the loose ball. Payne trying to get around the defense, playing very physical. I guess she ends up getting double teamed and Clayton State coming away with the ball. Lakers bringing it up fast. Barbara taps it into the corner where Kwiatkowski intercepts. Henry slides it towards the net, deflected away by the defense, though, of USC Aiken. And Kwiatkowski meets the ball in the corner. Payne trying to block the play, ends up losing the ball regardless. Cross pass towards the net, actually started drifting towards the net with a little assist from the wind. But Mary Cecil was there to meet it midair. Samaha looks for an open lane to pass, ends up passing it into the Clayton State bench. The Lakers will get a throw in from right in front of their own bench. Massa trying to shake off the coverage there from Munson. Broken up by the Pacers, sent back up to midfield. Far end of the pitch, Lakers trying to drive into the 18, cross pass towards the net. Cecil meets the ball. Good defense there from Tasha Kwiatkowski to keep Rhea Henry from getting anywhere near that ball. Hogg with a little pass over the front line of USC Aiken, gets it up to DeVillers. Slow pass to Hasenitz. Hasenitz gives it right back to DeVillers. Lakers drive it into the 18, headed out by Lutenmeyer. Pacers desperately trying to bring it up now. Chased down by Rivera, and she's going to end up knocking down Rothstein in the process.
Tuning in for the Pacers, number 26, Reagan Buchanan for number 17, Bailey Payne.
And Reagan Buchanan will sub in. Or not, they're going to have to hold off on the substitution. Clayton State at midfield sets up the attack. Passes up to Massa. Chipped far to the far corner of the 18, I should say. Into the 18, threading it through the defense, but there's Tasha Kwiatkowski to knock it clear a little bit. Battle for the ball, and Munson, very physical, ends up winning the battle. I think they're going to call a foul here on Clayton State. And we're going to get a stoppage here as they're going to assess the down Laker. Massa was the one down on the play, but she's back up, ready to go. Free kick just outside their own 18 as Cecil will take it. At midfield, the Pacers taking over. Samaha has to run back to catch up to the pass. And she tries to pass it over to Payne, and Bailey Payne can't get there in time. Once again, the Lakers will take over, setting things up in their own end. Right at the top of the 18. Ball soaring through the sky, well high of the net.
Now we have the substitution of Reagan Buchanan for Bailey Payne.
Not sure if Henry was trying to take the shot there or not. Either way, ball will go to USC Aiken. As Buchanan can finally sub into the match for Payne. Back into the Pacer end. Kwiatkowski tries to head it out, but Lakers take over again. De Villers passes it all the way back to Rutstein. At the top of the 18, De Villers elects to take the shot. It's deflected. Ooh, and it's deflected just wide of the far post. Pacers lose the ball at midfield. Taken away by De Villers. Gives it back to Hogg, who gives it right back to her. Hasenitz. Elected to pass it. Now it's brought up by Massa into the 18. Here's the shot. Kwiatkowski gets in the way as Rhea Henry coming up a little bit sore on the play. No stoppage, though, as she continues to stay with it.
Lakers, we've dropped off again. We've got to pick it up now. Ida, Issa, let's get him going. Come on.
Samaha knocking it out from the 18, and Buchanan can't catch up to it. Nobody was there. Lakers with all the time in the world as a long shot comes in, and Mary Cecil there to make the stop. Dietlevsen is the one who fired that shot from out deep. So Mary Cecil up to the task. Zarnecki cuts off the play. That allows Erica Bateman to catch up to the ball. Just under 11 minutes left to play in the first half. It's been all Clayton State so far. However, the score still remains 1-0 after the early goal by Naima Lucky. Kwiatkowski taking over in her own end. Passes it over to Samaha. Ali Samaha looks to pass it off. Does so, but it's sent back to Kwiatkowski. Ball will get dumped into the Laker end, but there's no pacer there to meet it.
A trio of substitutes coming into the match. For the Pacers, number 8, Laura Sigmund. And for Clayton State, number 6, Nina Koopman. And number 2,
more substitutions here. 1 for the Pacers, 2 for the Lakers. Lauren Sigmund comes into the match, taking the place of Jade Munson. And we also have Nina Koopman, number 6 of the Lakers. And Bianca Stiles, number 8 in blue, coming into the match. Lutmeyer with the ball. Looks to get it ahead to Rivera.
We can still step here. Camilla, Danny, come on. Step up, halfway line. Ida, Nat, step up.
Base's only passing game has been in their own end as they try to bring it up again. Finally across midfield, but the Lakers right there to steal it back. Ooh, stolen away by USC Aiken, though. On the move now, Annabeth Trotter. Driving it into the corner. Trotter looks to get it across into the 18 now. It's still kept by the Pacers. Buchanan looking to get it centered. And that one goes clear through across the net and knocked out of harm's way. Now the Pacer offense starting to come to life a little bit. That one will get knocked out of touch. Saved from going into the forest, though, by that top of the fence there. Lakers will take over in their own end with the throw-in. And they'll elect to give it back to Bonnie Uto. Hogg quickly brings it up. Past the line at midfield, where Dominic has it stripped from her. Trotter finds the loose ball, nobody around it, and she gives it up to Buchanan. Buchanan slowing the pace a little bit, tries to cross it up the middle. It's stolen back by the Lakers. Rolls out of touch. Samaha will get a throw in, but not before we have a sub. Alyssa Broad comes into the match now. She will take over for Marianne Ross. Rivera finds the loose ball, dumps it ahead. Tries to get it to Sigmund, but Sigmund loses it. Here comes Clayton State on the attack again. He's Dominic. Tries to thread a pass on up, but nobody was there to meet it. Pacers take over with Buchanan. Quickly back into the Pacer end. Kwiatkowski has to meet the ball and try to knock it out. Lakers remain in possession, though, with under 6 to go. Hogg throws it in right at the corner of the 18. Hogg dances around Buchanan and pass a little too long, but the rest of her team able to bail her out as Barbara sends it back up to midfield. Pacers coming up with it now. Here comes Sigmund, and Sigmund runs into a brick wall in the circle as the Lakers send it right back. Thread pass into the 18, knocked aside by Samaha. And Trotter clears it the rest of the way. Dominic with a little tap. Gets up to Hogg. Hogg, not checked by anybody, takes all the time she needs as she passes it over to Barbara. Barbara into the 18 with a pass. Popped into the air, loose ball, who's got it? And Cecil comes out to meet it to stop the attack. Rivera with the ball, gives to Samaha. Pass intended for Buchanan, broken up by Hogg. Hogg, a lot of room here. Gives it to Dominic. Back to Hogg as they reset in their own end. Rutstein now has it. Brings it just past midfield before passing it off. Up for Massa. Massa able to get around the defense, brings it towards the 18, now drifting into the corner. Cross pass, gets into the 18. Pass here, long shot by Dietlevson, soared high over top of the net. Cecil taking her time with 3 1/4 to play in the first. And we're going to get a stoppage here. One of the Pacers is down. I believe that's Rivera. And we're going to have a substitution here for Rivera. Sabrina.
And substituting in for the Pacers is Sabrina Lowy.
Sabrina Lowy coming into the match. Number 21 of the Pacers. Now Cecil finally gets play back underway. Trotter gives it a header. Buchanan meets up with the ball. Pass to Alyssa Broad, and Broad can't handle it as she ends up losing it to the Lakers. Quickly the other way, Lakers counterattack. Short hard pass to Koopman. Brought up for Dominic. Dominic takes a long shot, maybe a centering pass. Ooh. And Dominic's cross pass gets snuffed out by Cecil as they were crashing the net hard. Cecil giving it a boot, gets it up to midfield. Dominic drives it back into her own end where the Lakers will try to set. Now 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Laker offense continuing to move up. Broken up by Kwiatkowski. She sends it back the other way. Pacers can't meet the loose ball, however, as Clayton State keeps possession. A little tip here for Hogg. And now Hogg with plenty of space will pass it on up a little bit. That gets through everybody. And now Kwiatkowski finds the loose ball. Picked up by the Lakers again.
Step up and squeeze. Larry, get tight. Nah, Ida, look at our shape. Nina, Issa are on top of each other.
Alyssa Broad with a pass over on the far end. Last minute of play here in the first.
1 minute left in the half. 1 minute.
Pacers with the opportunity to try to get one last attack off. Lakers pressuring them to hold it in their own end, though. Hogg intercepting a pass. Tips it on back. And now Alyssa Broad meeting the loose ball. Broad with a pass up across midfield, and the Lakers taking it right back again. Knocking it back into the Pacer end. Broad having to fight off two, trying to get the ball. No calls. Plays will continue with 20 seconds remaining. Pacers will get a throw-in and one last chance to rush it up.
10, 9, 8, 7.
And as the clock winds down, it's knocked back out of touch, and that will pretty much do it for the first half. It is 1-0, Clayton State leading it on the early goal by number 19, Naima Lucky, who scored it early to give Clayton State that 1-0 advantage. We go into halftime. Pacers looking to mount the comeback. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Pacer Pit. Marcus Johnson here bringing you the live action between the Clayton State Lakers and the USC Aiken Pacers. Clayton State up 1-0 after one half of play. Pacers coming out of the halftime looking to make some changes. Winds have died down a little bit from the first half, so really no side advantage. And the wind that is here is blowing in from the north. The ball is quickly dumped into Clayton State's end, where they'll knock it out of touch. Pace is trying to get things started early here in the second. Foot race for the ball as it heads towards the 18, and Zarnecki's not going to be able to catch up in time as it is knocked out. Cecil giving it a boot up to midfield, but it's kept in by the Lakers. Lucky giving it to Barbara. Barbara tries to thread it back up to Lucky in the 18, and she gets shoved down. No call. And we're going to get a goal kick here instead of a penalty kick, which is what the Lakers wanted. And we're going to get a stoppage here as they assess Lucky over there. Well, seems like she's all right. Play will continue. Pacers have it in their own end now.
Danny, don't get dragged all the way over.
And again, the ball knocked out of touch. Pacers unable to really move the ball much.
All the way midfield, create the space. Lisa, where's our run?
Lakers get play going quickly again. Pacer defense doing everything it can just to slow down the Lakers from driving in. Throw into the 18, Lucky. Gives a little pass off. Shot is blocked. Ball's just sitting there on the ground. Lakers have it. Shoveled into the 18. Here's the cross pass. That one broken up by the back line of USC Aiken and cleared on out. Not all the way out, though, as the Lakers have it once again. Charlotte Manella battling for the ball. She gets pushed off of it by Clemenson. Clemenson tries to get a cross pass off. That one deflected, and it will turn into a corner kick for Clayton State. DeVillers will take this corner kick. The lone goal of this match came off of converting a corner kick in the 6th minute of play in the first half. As DeVillers lines it up, kick on its way towards the net, headed, oh, the header missed. Ball still loose in front of the net. Nobody has it, still nobody has a clean possession of it. And finally, it's knocked free by the Pacers and up to midfield. Lakers bring it in quickly, though. Clemenson battling with Trotter for the ball. Trotter goes down into a split to try to knock it away. An effort in vain, though, as Lucky tries to get it across, but Cecil meets the ball. The rollout going up to Bailey Payne on the far end. Right in front of the spectators is where it's stolen away by Hogg. And Hogg has it again as she brings it up herself. Cross pass broken up by the Pacers. Luke Meyer's clearing attempt is intercepted by Clayton State as they bring it right back in again. Trotter gets a foot on it, skies that one right into the bench, or into the benches, where the crowd sits. Pushing and shoving in the far corner, ball's rolling out of touch. It will be Clayton State ball with a throw-in deep in Pacer territory on that far corner. Popped in towards the net. Cecil meets the ball. And she's just going to hold on to it a little bit, let the teams drift down the field. Up at midfield, the Lakers will set things up as it's brought into Clemenson. Clemenson has one to get around. She does as she brings it up the middle. Pass at the top of the 18, corralled by Clayton State. And a little trip up here is going to draw the attention of the officials. And Clayton State's going to get a free kick here right at the top of the 18. Good chance here to get that insurance goal. Lakers with 3 looking to possibly take this kick. Levson is one of them, as is DeVillers. DeVillers charges to the ball. She will take the kick, and that one goes off the defense and all the way onto the intramural softball field. So the free kick is countered by the Pacers, but the corner kick now for the Lakers will have a chance. Corner kick is on its way. Good hang time towards the net. And not clear by the Pacers, but not all the way out. Bailey Payne standing up strong, blocking another attempt here by Clayton State as she brings it up herself. Manella. Pacers in their own end. One of the Lakers still down on the play. And the officials going to blow the play dead. They're going to run on over and assess the situation. We're going to take a short break and be right back. Well, we'll get right back to things. Paige Clemenson appears to be okay after being attended to. She'll take a short break out on the side before coming back into the match, most likely. And now we'll get right back to action. Pacers have it stolen away into Lucky. Lucky with an open shot. Ooh, blocked though by the Pacers at the last second. Manella will try to bring it up. And that one will get knocked on out. It will be Clayton State ball.
Substitutes coming in for the Pacers. Number 26, Reagan Buchanan. Number 2, Macy Vermillion. And number 3, Tegan Kiersey.
Now, Kiersey, Vermillion, and Buchanan subbing into the match now for USC Aiken. 37 minutes remaining in the second half. And we get a stoppage here from the officials. And stoppage was just substitutions hadn't gotten all set and taken care of yet. Now we're back to it. Clayton State pushing it into the Pacer end. Erica Bateman couldn't come up with the ball as it rolls on out. And she didn't touch it, however, so she'll get another chance to throw it in. Ali Samaha with it. Will try to bring it up the middle herself a little. Ends up pushing it back in as she couldn't find an open lane. And now it is sent deep into Clayton State's end. Buchanan tried to chase it down, but it was a little too far out of her reach as the keeper, Boniuto, picked it up. Pacers with it at midfield. Trotter able to get around the coverage. And it's up to Buchanan. Buchanan, bad pass there intended for Vermillion. And now the Lakers will counter the other way. Clemenson knocks it into the corner. Pacers will throw it in from their own end. Lakers have it again. Clemenson crosses it over into the 18. Loose ball. Ooh, a lot of physical play here from both sides. Ball into the 18, however, as Massa has it, and we still have a player down for Clayton State. Officials keep play going. Ball just keeps getting knocked out of touch, and now it's going to go the way of the Lakers, as they'll get the opportunity to throw it in. Lakers working it here on the near side. Clemenson with it. Crosses it into the 18. Broken up a bit by the Pacer defense, but not cleared out entirely as it's knocked back out of touch. Another throw-in for Clayton State. In towards the 18, Clemenson threads a pass on through, but the Pacer defense catches up to it first, as that one is bumped up to midfield.
Midfield now. Midfield now. Go away.
Pacers with the throw in. Lakers knock it out. Pacers will throw it in again. Trotter picks it up on the throw in and immediately has it stripped away. Here comes Massa charging on in towards the box. Gets knocked around, but the Lakers pick it up again. Hogg with it. Chips a pass ahead, looking to get it to Lucky. Lucky battling for it one-on-one with Kwiatkowski, and Kwiatkowski wins that battle, knocks it away from the net. Ball kept in play, however. A little shoving in the corner. A ref's let play continue as we have a corner kick here for Clayton State. Corner kick on its way. It's a bit short as it's popped up into the air again. Lakers still have it. Barbara gives to Clemenson, tries to give it right back. Clemenson in the corner. Looking to bring it up, and it is knocked out of the 18, but not all the way out. Buchanan has the ball. Tries to get a pass on up. Pacers quickly the other way. It's a foot race for the ball now. Kersey trying to chase it down, and she finally gets shaken off as ball rolls all the way into the corner. And just narrowly avoiding the corner kick was Levson, able to knock it out through the side. After the quick little rush there by the Pacers, Clayton State will take over once again. Back in the Pacer territory where Munson finds it. Munson will bring it up herself a little bit. At midfield, she leaves the ball behind. And now it's another one-on-one battle with Samaha trying for it. Trotter picks up the pass. Now Bateman tries to move it up. Gives it to Munson, who gives it over to Samaha. Clemenson gets around the defense. Tries to pass it up to Lucky. Lucky stops it. Passes it back. Shot is blocked, and that's going to end up out through the... or out for a corner kick now. Another one for Clayton State. Team setting up as a corner kick about to come on in off the foot of DeVillers. Kick on its way, nice and low, into the box up in the air. And it's going to get popped up again by the Pacers. Neither team coming up with it cleanly yet as it's out of the box. Long shot attempt is blocked by Trotter. Now the Pacers have it stripped away. Levson passes it in for Lucky, and that one popped up into the air again, but well wide of the net as Cecil comes over to play it.
Hey, get up, get a set, get a shape.
Lakers taking their time as they got the play started again. Hogg not being pressured at all as she chips it ahead. Kotowski trying to get it up to midfield where Hogg steals it away for the Lakers. Shift change is upcoming for both teams. Just a minute as Lucky catches up to it in the 18, and her shot soars over top of the net and into the softball field adjacent.
Shift change here at the Pacer pit. Coming in for the Clayton State Lakers are Rhea Henry, number 15, and number 7, Valeria Gasca. Coming on the pitch for the Pacers, number 27, Maria Rivera, number 5, Nia Collins, and number 8, Laura Sigmund.
Goal kick here out of the Pacers' own end. Cecil sends it low. Far side of the pitch. Marianne Ross tried to play it. Ends up getting stolen back by Clayton State. Rivera finds the loose ball, however, sends it back into her own end to try to set up. Back and forth at midfield. Lakers have it again. Levson passes it up ahead. This one goes to Gasca. Gasca gets it across. That one a little too far as the Pacers are able to break the play up. Rivera almost overruns the ball. She gives it into Bateman. Bateman's pass is immediately intercepted by Valeria Gasca. Gasca under double coverage here. One of the covers is Nia Collins as she gets it across. Clayton State with another throw-in from the Pacer end. Rutstein sends it back up to midfield to try to reset the offense. Ooh, some more pushing and shoving over on the far side. The refs let it go. No calls, despite the complaints from the Pacer faithful. And now we get a whistle as the ball rolled out of touch. USC Aiken throw-in. Clayton State taking over again at midfield, stolen away by the Pacers, however, and chipped into the Laker end. Foot race for the ball is going to be an easy win for Hogg. She had a head start to get to it. Rivera trying to apply some pressure, maybe make something happen. However, the Lakers almost able to get it out, but it's stolen back by the Pacers. Long shot, and oh! That might have gone in. That almost went in. That one was very close as you had Boniuto playing deep in her own net, reached up, and it almost looked like she reached under the crossbar to knock it out. The Pacers with their best opportunity of the day, maybe a fraction of an inch away from tying it up. As the physical play continues, now we have a down Pacer. As the ball ends up back in Clayton State's end, and finally the officials blow the play dead. And they're going to need to attend to the down Pacer. We will take a short break and be right back. The Pacers escorting number 12, Annabeth Trotter, off the field. They're going to sub in Sabrina Lowy. Clayton State will take over as they bring it up across midfield. Or not, actually. They're going to hold it in their own end for a minute to get set up. Up now to Massa. Massa runs into the defense. Opportunity brewing here for Henry. Henry pulls back a little bit. Gives it to Barbara. Now Clayton State resetting the offense. Gaska. Now all the way back at midfield. Hogg waits for it and now brings it up. Hogg again has it. Tries to get around the defense. Taps it up ahead for Massa. Long pass on up is a misfire for Henry as the ball just a little too far out of her reach. And now Mary Cecil will play it. Foul called here against Clayton State. Gives the Pacers a free kick from their own end. Chance for USC Aiken to set up an attack, possibly. Bateman will take it over as she brings it up across midfield. Tries to get a pass to Rivera, but it's broken up and play blown dead. Foul going to be called on the Pacers this time.
Hey, midfield 4. When we get solid possession here, I have to have movement. We all just stand there watching the spaces we have. Someone make a run to come out and anything we want.
Clayton State wasting no time trying to get the play moving. Rivera aggressively chasing the ball. Trying to force Clayton State to make moves they don't want to. As it moves over to the far end of the pitch. Hogg with it. Long pass broken up by Munson. Rivera almost had her foot on it. Now it's picked up again by the Lakers. Gasca sends one towards the net and into the 18 where it gets broken up and knocked out of touch. It will be a corner kick for Clayton State. Under 20 to play in the second half. It is still 1-0. Clayton State leading USC Aiken. Lakers taking their time getting this corner kick going. De Villers sends the kick. Headed out by the Pacers. And now Clayton State will have to try to play it back again. Ball rolls out before they have an opportunity to do anything, and the Pacers will get a throw-in. Lutmeyer will throw it in for USC Aiken. She finds Munson, who finds a wall, and that's going to be a foul called on Henry. For another free kick for the Pacers, deep in their own territory. There's a booming kick down the pitch, met though by Clayton State, and another whistle blows the play dead. It's a foul against USC Aiken.
Yeah, but that's our first one. About 4 or 5.
A free kick halfway into the Clayton State end, or just a little bit inside the halfway point. As Clayton State takes it, driving it in deep to the Pacer end. Off ahead at the 18 and back out again. Rutstein catches up to it. Rivera chasing her down. Lakers will keep it in their own end to set up as Rutstein taps it ahead. Massa gets chased down into the corner. Little shove there, no call. As Massa holds it off and it's tipped on out. Laker ball. Lakers with the throw-in, get it into the 18. Looking to get a cross. Here it is. Loose ball in front of the net. Oh, what a stop by Cecil. She misplayed the cross, but dove down at the last second to knock away the opportunity. Great save by the Pacer netminder. Lakers from their own end. will set up the attack with a quick dump pass. At midfield, the Pacers take over. See if that good save can maybe spark something here for the attack. The Pacers are moving backwards on the pitch. Now Lukemire with a little tap pass trying to get to Munson, and Munson can't handle it. Pacers take over again, though, in their own territory. Pass on the far end of the pitch. Back and forth, ball bouncing between different midfielders. And here comes Bateman to Munson. Munson chases it down and gives it to Lowy. Correction, that was Samaha who dumped it in. Collins with it, knocks it out of the 18 a little bit to try to reset the offense. Long cross pass, looking for Rivera, but the back line of Clayton State meets up with the ball first. Collins trying to chase it down again. Can't quite do it as the Lakers send it back up to midfield. Samaha meets the ball, gives it to Munson. Munson tied up, ball stripped away. Massa gets held up by Munson this time, and she's going to have to pass it on off to Ruthstein to set the offense again. Gaska looking to get around Bateman. She does. Into the corner. Lukemire gets a foot on it, breaks the play up, and slows things down. Ooh, nice move there by Gaska. Soft cross pass, doesn't have a whole lot of distance, but it's into the 18. Opportunity here for the Lakers. Still a loose ball, and chasing it down and picking it up is Mary Cecil. Getting a little back and forth action now as the Pacer offense had a little bit of life. Clayton State answered right back to try to make something exciting happen. Pair of subs waiting to come in for USC Aiken, those subs being Bailey Payne and Caroline Zarnecki. Boniuto with a nice booming kick down the pitch, goes off Munson's head. And now Clayton State's Barbara tips it ahead. Kept in the field of play, though, by Gaska. Gaska trying to get around the defense, gives it a pass in the 18 and cleared on out by Lukemire. And now the Pacers will get a chance to send in their subs as
coming onto the pitch are number 28, Caroline Zarnecki, and number 17, Bailey Payne.
looks like Collins and Munson will head to the bench to get a breather. Pacers will get a chance to throw it in here near midfield. 12 minutes to go in the second half. Go back into Lukemire. Bateman directs it over to Kwiatkowski. Up at midfield. Lowy sending it across to Payne. Bailey Payne with a chance to bring it up a little bit. Payne gets around one. Payne driving into the middle. Long pass across. Here comes an opportunity for the Pacers, and it drifts a little too far away from Lauren Sigmund, who the cross pass was intended for. Goal kick from the Laker end. It's a short, low kick. It does end up around midfield after a few headers. And Lowy taking over. Bailey Payne on the far side. Lakers bring it back across midfield. Get the ball up to Henry. Pass for Gaska. Gaska fakes a move, now makes a move into the 18, chips one towards the net. And I think that one was deflected by Bateman, making it an easy stop for Mary Cecil. Ball all the way down to the other end of the field. Now at midfield as Rivera gives it ahead. Back to Samaha. Gives it to Lukemire. And now Bateman. Samaha looking for an open lane to try to pass it on up. Pass is intercepted, though, by Hogg. Slides a pass on up for Henry. Henry didn't have any idea what to do with it, so she sent it on back. As De Villers gives it on into Gaska. Gaska trying to bring it center. Short pass, opportunity into the 18. Looking to get it across. Pacer defense holding it off. Gaska with, I'm not sure if that was a bad cross or just a short, high shot. Either way, it ends up out and will be a goal kick for USC Aiken.
In for Clayton State, number 2, Louise Dominic.
Louise Dominic returns to action for Clayton State. She's going to take the place of Hasenitz. Throw in here for Clayton State with 8.5 to go. Rivera gets ahead on it, tries to send it up to midfield. Foot race as Zarnecki tries to battle for it. Sigmund tried to help, but the Lakers take over again. Gaska, all alone, picking up the ball. Driving it in towards the net, trying to get it up to Henry. She picks it up again anyway. Rivera stealing the ball away and knocking it out of touch to slow the attack down a little. Rudstein will throw it in for the Lakers. Finds Henry. Tapped into the corner and kept in play. Lukemire finds the loose ball, tries to get it out, but it's intercepted by Rutstein. Tries to get it into the 18. Pacer defense knocking it aside again. Lowy keeps it from going out of play. And now Sigmund to Rivera. Rivera slows up, looks to get it back to Sigmund, but that's going to roll out of touch at midfield. Sigmund finds the loose ball. Ends up getting slowed up, and a whistle. Foul called here on Clayton State. Good free kick place for the Pacers, about maybe 5 or 6 yards inside their own end. Passes over to Samaha off the free kick. Kotowski tries to direct it further, but that one's picked off by the Lakers. Bailey Payne finds the loose ball now for USC Aiken. Tries to get around one, can't quite do it well enough as the Lakers again take over. Booming kick ends up all the way into the Pacers 18, where Cecil will come out and play it. Another booming kick down the pitch, headed right back into Aiken territory. Lukemire catching up to the ball. Draws in the attackers before sending it up. Sigmund tried to keep it in play. He's able to knock it off of Rutstein. Give the Pacers a good throw in place. A foul called here on USC Aiken this time as the ball was about to roll out of touch. Either way, it would have ended up being Clayton State ball, but instead of a throw-in, they'll get a free kick. Levson will take the free kick here for Clayton State, 15 yards inside their own end. Chipped in towards the Pacer net, but it's going to be intercepted by Cecil before it can go out of touch. And she'll send the Pacers back the other way. Payne gives it to Samaha. Alquatowski. Loose ball intercepted by Gaska. Charging in towards the 18, knocked out by Lutmeyer. Sigmund keeps it in the field of play. Sends it on up, trying to get it to Zarnecki. Ooh, Zarnecki almost picked it up off a pinball action. But sent back into the Pacer end. 4.5 left to play. Still 1-0 Clayton State on the early goal in the first half by Lucky. Clayton State looking to get that insurance goal as it ends up into the 18 and all the way back to Mary Cecil. Long pass ahead, looking to get it to Payne. Intercepted, though, by Hogg. Payne battling for it, though, chasing after it, and will end up getting a foul called against her. Bonuto will take the kick from her own end and send it into Pacer territory. Bounces around the defense and in towards the top of the 18 where it's cleared out by USC Aiken. Quick header keeps it on the Pacers side of the pitch. And now Sigmund tries to catch up to the loose ball. Lakers trying to get it called as out of touch, and Sigmund just misfired a pass. Turning what looked like it might brew to be a golden chance for USC Aiken into a kick for Clayton State. Less than 3 minutes left to play. Pacers still looking for the equalizer. Clayton State looking for the late insurance. Dumped into the Pacer end. Aska trying to get around Lowy. Ends up just passing it off onto the far side to Clemenson. Not Clemenson, to Dominic. Now Payne taking the loose ball on a pass. Gets double teamed and has the ball stolen away, but a nice little job there by Rivera. Gets the ball loose, but a foul call cancels out the counterattack. Free kick in good territory for Clayton State with only about 2 minutes to go in regulation. Lakers are going to take their time on this free kick, eating up precious seconds. Now the kick is on its way. Cecil comes out and makes the catch on the ball despite getting run into by Rhea Henry. Cecil kicks it out from her own net. And a collision there. Now we got a stoppage. As we have a Laker down. And they did end up issuing a yellow card to Rhea Henry on her hit on Mary Cecil. Now with the down Laker. Doesn't look like it's anything too serious. Trainer did come on out, but Back on her feet is Rhea Henry. And they're going to make a substitution here on the Lakers side. Moa Loftman is going to come in for Henry. So with 1:34 to play, free kick here for Clayton State. 20 yards into USC Aiken's end. DeVillers will take this free kick. Chips into the 18. Opportunity here. The shot is high over top of the crossbar. Ditlevson had everybody beat, had a wide open lane, and just skied it over top of the net, keeping the Pacers alive late in this match. And as I say that, Bailey Payne ends up fouling a member of the Lakers on the far end of the pitch, and another free kick from almost the same exact spot, eating up even more time with only a minute to go in regulation.
1 minute.
The Villers will take her time again. See if they try the same approach. A bit of a lower kick this time. Luke Meyer meets it. Now Payne trying to chase it down. Pacers have to be very aggressive and try to get the ball down deep, which they do on a deep kick, but it ends up out of touch. And it will be a throw-in with 35 to go. There's the throw-in by Clayton State. Payne playing physically, but the ball's still hanging out right in front of the bench, or in front of the bleachers. Knocked out of touch. USC Aiken free throw with 10 seconds to go. Not a lot of time. Got to be quick here. As it rolls out of touch again, it's Clayton State ball, and that will do it. The final here from Aiken, South Carolina, 1-0 on the goal in the first half by Naima Lucky within the 6th minute. As the Pacers drop this contest to Clayton State.
University of South Carolina at Aiken and the Pacers, thank you for attending this evening's match. Remind you, our next home match is 2 weeks from today on Saturday, October 9th. The Georgia College Bobcats pay a visit to the Pacers.
Well, if you can hear it over the PA, 2 weeks from today is our next home soccer match when Georgia College comes to town to play the women's soccer team. However, the next matchup for women's soccer will be against the North Georgia Nighthawks. And that will be September the 29th at 7:30 p.m. You can find the live video and live stats here on PacerSports.com. So be sure to keep an eye out on that. But again, the next home match is not until October 9th when Georgia College comes to play at 3 o'clock p.m. The women's soccer's next matchup will be against North Georgia on September the 29th at 7:30. Well, thank you for joining us for this soccer matchup. I am Marcus Johnson, and have a good one.